Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going over a game between Hikaru Nakamura and Gukesh. This was played in 2022, Tata Steel, India, and it was a blitz game. Let's start off. Hikaru plays c4, which is the English. Then we have e6 by Gukesh, and now knight c3. Pawn forwards, knight out, pawn takes, bishop out, pinning the knight to the queen, so you cannot move the knight or you lose your queen. Now we have bishop out, pawn forwards, and bishop back. Up to now, every move has been a book move, and it's been explored lots of times, and they definitely know what they're doing. So Hikaru plays the best move, bishop h4. Gukesh now plays not the best move, but it's still good, g5. Now, kicking the bishop back, Hikaru drops his bishop back, and Gukesh jumps into the middle of the board with his knight, hitting the knight that is pinned to the king, so you actually cannot move the knight, and hitting the bishop. So now, Hikaru moves his rook over to defend the knight. He should have defended with the knight instead of the rook. Doesn't make a big difference, but now we have a slight mistake by Gukesh, knight c6, where he should have played h5 now, but instead he decided to play knight c6. Hikaru plays bishop d3, and Gukesh now plays h5, which is also a mistake because he should have taken now. It doesn't make a big difference. He plays h4 now, he plays it the turn before. No big difference because Hikaru blunders or miss. Hikaru plays a miss that blunders his whole advantage away. So now it's pretty much equal. Hikaru takes back with the pawn, and now we have queen e7. King f2 defends the pawn that got attacked by the queen, and now we have bishop e6 by Gukesh and knight e2 by Hikaru. The computer says that queen a4 hitting the bishop was really good and pinning the knight to the king, because then you can maybe move the knight probably. But we have h4 by Gukesh. Now attacking here, it was a slight inaccuracy, but it's still pretty much equal. And Hikaru makes the inaccuracy right back with g4. So this pawn looks really good. The computer says he should have taken it to keep his advantage, but he pushes. I like it, personally. It doesn't seem like you're in too much danger with this king here. And Gukesh castles long. We now have a3 by Hikaru, kicking out the bishop. Gukesh should have taken for the knight, but he didn't. He dropped his bishop back, and Hikaru jumps in with the knight. Now we have a6 trying to kick out the knight, but Hikaru takes the bishop with his knight. Instead of it getting taken here, it gets taken right here. So just they get traded, and rook takes back. Best move. Now we have queen d2. It says b4 would be a really good move. I understand it because it stops this knight from jumping in, but still would be very hard to see in a blitz game. They are low on time, and they're about to start making some questionable moves. We have rook f8 by Gukesh and bishop f5 by Hikaru. It is a mistake, and Hikaru should have played queen over and then probably played it. So we have Gukesh plays bishop takes f5. Hikaru takes back with the pawn. Best move. We have queen to the side, attacking the pawn. Hikaru defends it with the queen. Should have defended it with this pawn. Doesn't make a difference. Knight back, attacking the pawn. And we have g4 defending the pawn. Gukesh plays en passant. And then we have knight g3 by Hikaru, defending the pawn again. And now Gukesh attacks it again with his rook. Now we have e4 defending the pawn. Pawn takes, and the pawn is defending the pawn. Now Gukesh plays rook d6, and Hikaru plays pawn d5. This is all fine until Gukesh sacrifices a knight. It is still equal, though the counterplay he received from this is not that good. There's not that much counterplay he gets from it. He gets the rook check, so he jumps in with the rook, and he decides to bring his other rook over to try to bring it into the action as well. So we have rook h2 by Hikaru, and the computer says he should have played rook h7, which is absurd because you have to defend when a grandmaster threatens to attack you, and the computer just says to go rook h7, like you have no threat against me, but it doesn't matter. The rook drops back to d4, attacking the queen. Queen goes queen c2, and we have rook g4, attacking the knight. We have rook e3. Sorry about the dogs, but we have rook e3 by Marley. Hey! Now Hikaru blunders by playing rook g2, and that allows Gukesh to play queen d4 and get his queen into the game, and it's a little bit better for Gukesh here. After sacrificing a knight, he's up 2.5 points, so he could do pretty well here. And then we have not queen d4 by Gukesh, but instead rook e3, which queen d6 is a pretty hard move to see the idea for, but we have rook e3 hitting the bishop, which is not a hard idea to see. Then we have knight back attacking the rook, and rook back defending the rook with the other rook. And now we have queen c5. We have b5 by Gukesh, and now Hikaru blundered a draw, and now Gukesh can have a repetition of moves. After he plays rook takes g2, Hikaru takes back, and this is a blitz game, so they were low on time. It's kind of hard to see the draw, but Gukesh plays rook c4 and blunders checkmate in 1. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.